How's it going, everybody? I'm doing another collab here today with Restful Tingles ASMR. Obviously, I did the collab with him. I think that was July, right? The controller battle, controller sounds battle. I'm super excited to be doing another one with him. Once again, check him out. I'll leave the link to his channel in the description again. Great channel, all the stuff I said last time applies here as well. Another excellent ASMR creator, ASMR artist. I usually just say ASMR creator, but yeah, another exciting. I'm excited to do this one as well, as I've had with all the other collabs I've done. They're fun to do. And today we're going to be talking about some of our favorite horror, thriller movies, supernatural. So this is supernatural. This is all horror related, right? I do have, well, one of them, I have 4 movies here. One of the ones is a little more well known. The other 3 might not be, so maybe I wanted to kind of grab ones that maybe aren't super, super well known.
The first DVD that I have is Fright Night. Fright Night. This has got to be my most favorite. Is it 80s or 90s? I think it's around there. Thriller. I think it's like a thriller, but I love vampires. Anything with vampires I love. But the cast is phenomenal, and they did such a great job in the movie. I think there's a second one that I also kind of liked as well. So yeah, Fright Night is my first choice.
First one I'm going to talk about here is Below. This is a 4K, right? Yeah. Oh God. The old tapping. This is a really cool movie. It's a submarine movie. It's a submarine, like, supernatural thriller. It takes place during World War II. The submarine, these people are on, like, patrolling the Atlantic. They pick up some survivors of a wreck, and it starts going from there. Like, there's paranoia and stuff. People are, like, seeing things and ghosts and stuff like that. It's a bit different. It's got Bruce Greenwood's the main guy, Olivia Williams, Jason Fleming, Zach Galifianakis, Scott Foley, Holt McCallany. You'll recognize some of these names. The guy who directed this directed Pitch Black movies, the Riddick movies. It was written by Darren, what's his name? Aronofsky, which I think he did like Pie and Requiem for a Dream, so this is a bit different. It is a really cool movie that's creepy, and you get that kind of claustrophobic feeling because they're in a submarine and stuff. I do enjoy submarine movies, supernatural or not. Like on Fred October, U-571. What was the one with Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington? I always forget the name of that one. Crimson Tide, I think. And there's other ones as well, but definitely a cool one. It's pretty creepy, but it has that, like I said, the claustrophobia of being in the sub, and people's like, oh, I recognize this guy from somewhere, and so who's this, and stuff, and people start dying and stuff like that, but definitely worth checking out. I actually don't know where you can watch this movie, to be honest with you. But yeah, Below. You can get this on Blu-ray as well, DVD, I would think. But yeah, this is a good one.
case and Scream case, it's Scream 4 with Hayden Panettiere, who is a phenomenal actress, and I heard she's going through something. I hope she gets better. I can relate. I've been kind of down in the dumps as well. But Scream 4, Nave Campbell kicking serious. She kicks his butt in that. So Scream 4 is my favorite. This includes Scream, Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4, Scream 5, and Scream 6. It's a great set, great set. This was like $20, brand new. You should go check it out. I changed the case though because it was the old case was kind of cheap.
Second one here is a little bit old. That one was 2002. Here I got the Frighteners. I'm glad this one's still sealed because I can get that nice sound of the plastic. What was this, 96? Yeah, it's directed by Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings. The one King Kong movie that he did, Heavenly Creatures, which was before this. The Hobbit movies as well. This is a cool movie. It stars Michael J. Fox here. He's like an exorcist, but he's like working with the ghosts here to like, show the hauntings. He's kind of a scammer, right? Paranormal type scammer. But he's working with the ghosts. It says it on the back too, I believe, right? Yeah, he's Frank Bannister, a small town ghostbuster, in league with the very spirits he's supposed to be exorcising. Scam works well, then he comes across like an actual, like, powerful spirit, and it goes from there. I think this is one where, like, you see the marks on their head from, like, what number they're gonna be killed. But it's a good one. It's a little like comedy as well in here. It's not comedy horror movie. It's pretty cool. Who else is in this? Jake Busey. That's Gary Busey's son. Oh my god. D. Wallace Stone is in this. But I remember enjoying this movie back then, back when I first saw it. This I got not too long ago, I just haven't opened it yet. I do want to watch it because there's 13 additional minutes of footage, a director's cut. Definitely another cool one that I feel like it's a little overlooked. Not a lot of people have heard of it compared to other horror type movies, especially like supernatural ones. But it's definitely cool. Check out the Frighteners. This is on Tubi. If you have Tubi, I'm pretty sure it's on Tubi. It's probably on Amazon too. Everybody has Tubi. It's on all the TVs. It's free.
Leprechaun. I also love the Freddy versus Jason and the Halloween and all that stuff, but I don't own them. So my favorite Leprechaun, I think in the Hood. I love Leprechaun in the Hood. That's my favorite set. And the first Leprechaun. So there's that.
Next, if you've watched my channel, you're going to know I've talked about this. This is the most popular movie of the four I'm showing here today, and I will talk about this. The other two I kind of enjoy. I can't remember everything about them because I've not seen either of them in a bit. The next two I can talk at length about because these are my two favorite movies of all movies, any genre. I go back and forth on them, which like I'm 1A, 1B. But the first one here is Blair Witch Project. Now I understand some people might not. I think a lot of this movie, you would have to have had to see it in the theater when it came out to really get the full effect of it. It's still a good movie for me personally. I've seen this movie a ton of times, but I saw this in the theater in '99. Came out July '99. I think it actually screened the year before in very select locations. It's a great movie. It is not the original found footage movie. There's a movie from '95 called, real quickly, The Last Broadcast, that I believe is on Tubi. It's probably on Amazon. That is a found footage type movie. They should check out. It's pretty good. Very basic, but it's good. And there was another one before this as well. I can't remember what it was called. But this one took off, right? 3 kids. You got Mike, Heather, and Josh. They go into the woods. In college, it's a project they're doing. One of them's doing. The other 2 are there to help. They go into the woods to research the Blair Witch. They interview people in the beginning and stuff. And the town has a really good feel. They get in there the first night. Stuff starts happening. I think the first night he's already like, I heard a cackling. And the other guy's like, if I heard a cackling, I would have shit my pants. And then it goes from there. Things get worse. They can't find their way out. So you also have the horror of, is somebody messing with us? But also, oh my God, we can't get out of the woods. We're lost. We're going to starve and all this stuff. Stuff starts to escalate. Spoilers here if you've not seen this. And Josh goes missing. It gets worse. Things are going down. They're starting to fight with each other. And stuff. Just an awesome movie. I saw the only movie I've seen in the theater that ever had me on the edge of my seat. The theater was bugging out too. Maybe crying at the end might have been a bit much, but it added to the atmosphere. That's what I'm saying. If you saw us in the theater with a good crowd back then, it really added to it. It's still a good movie to me. And at the time, I think they've all popped up. I know Heather and Josh have been in movies. I think Mike might have been too. Those are their actual names. It's Josh Leonard, Heather, and what are their names? Michael Williams, Howard Donahue. But, and if you watch like the documentaries on this and the commentaries and stuff, it tells you how like, they did it. Like they only gave, like each of them got their own little thing to what they were going to do. So the responses of the other characters was more genuine. Like Mike gets rid of the map, kicks the map in the creek. They're like legitimately more pissed because they didn't know it was coming. You couldn't have made this movie with well-known actors at the time. It wouldn't have worked the same way as with them. I love this movie. I always will. And no, you don't see, and you see things like left behind stuff, and the tent gets shaken and stuff, and they come across a house, but you never see what's doing it to them, which to me is cool because it kind of adds to it, you know. It adds to, like, in your own imagination, you're pulling up things. I understand why people would not like this movie, but I really like it. It was a great found footage movie. Still probably one of the best, but there's plenty of great ones for me personally. It's a classic.
Last but not least, but the finale for this video is, even though I did not win the Face of Halloween contest, I still love me some Friday the 13th, and that contest was rigged because I was in first place forever. So my favorite Friday the 13th, I like the last one, Jason Takes Manhattan, but I would have to say my favorite one, Jason Lives. I think Jason Lives is my favorite. Night, great film. Scream 4, Leprechaun in the Hood, and Jason Lives. Those are my top 4 favorite scary movies for October. And thank you so much to Slip Into Shadows for collaborating with me again. I appreciate you, and I had fun. Go check out his channel. I'll put a link down below in the description. And yeah, catch you guys on the flip side.
And the last one, another fantastic movie that I think people know about this one, but not enough. I've been singing the praises of Ravenous since my old YouTube channel back in like 2009, 2010. I've been talking about this movie. This came out in 99. You got Robert Carlyle here, Guy Pearce, David Arquette. Those are the 3 bigger names. There's a bunch of other known people in here as well. Neil McDonough's in here, who's been in a ton of stuff. This is a cannibal movie, but it's also like the myth of Wendigo. Like you eat somebody, you like absorb their spirit type thing. So Guy Pearce is in the army, and he gets sent to this outpost in the Sierra Nevadas for cowardice. Like you find out what happened during the war. He, I think it's the Mexican-American War. But he's like a coward, and then he's, spoilers here, he's thrown with a bunch of bodies, dead bodies, and the blood of the one guy drips down his throat. And all of a sudden he gets confidence and renewed energy and takes the fort. But he gets sent there to his outpost, and he even says, he's like, why are you here? He's like, cowardice. They're isolated and stuff. And then Robert Carlyle shows up. He's all like disheveled and like frail. And he's telling the story about how this guy, kind of like a Donner Party thing, right? This guy, he started killing everybody. They were eating everybody. Twist here, spoilers again. I'm not going to twist it, but they go to where he says the people are, and it isn't what it seems, right? And stuff starts happening, right? People start getting killed. People are getting eaten. They're putting human meat in a stew, and it looks pretty appetizing. It's a really good movie, though. It's kind of a dark comedy. It's got the action in it and stuff. It's got the gore, but it's got, comedy elements in there as well. And the soundtrack is incredible. I have the soundtrack on CD still. There's 2 guys who did it. It's Damon Albarn and Michael Nyman. I think it's Damon Albarn that was in Albarn. He was in Blur, I believe, and the Gorillaz, the 2 bands. I'm pretty sure he was in Blur as well. I could be wrong on that one. The soundtrack's very unique. It's creepy. It's sinister. There's parts where it's just like a banjo and some violins and stuff. Like, listen to the soundtrack and look for it on here on YouTube. But I love this movie. Check it out. If you're into there's a lot of cannibal movies. I've been told a lot of times to watch Bone Tomahawk, which I need to watch. But check it out. It's got the comedy in there. It's got the good acting. It's serious in points. It's got the gore and stuff. It's a really cool movie that I feel like didn't get enough eyes on it, especially when it came out. It has become some of a cult classic for sure, but I still think people still need to know about this movie. Ravenous, definitely check it out. Check out Ravenous. You've probably seen Blair Witch, and you probably have your opinions on it one way or another. You hate it, you love it. So I can't say this is a very known movie. And check out Below and the Frighteners as well. But yeah, that's just a quick kind of talking about 4 of the Ravenous and Blair Witch are definitely favorites. Obviously, they're my favorite movies. These 2 I do enjoy a bit. I wouldn't put them up there, but I didn't want to talk about like some of the other ones that everybody knows. And maybe he'll talk about some of these. I don't know. But like the original Halloween's incredible, and then Nightmare on Elm Street's Friday the 13th and stuff like that. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all that kind of stuff as well. But I want to talk about maybe some ones maybe you haven't heard of. Maybe you have though, and if you have, great. But yeah.